dogs.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Coffee Beanery Sip and Share. I'm Laurie.
I'm Patti.
I'm Britton.
And we have Willie, who probably will bound over here
At some point.
When he feels like it.
Yeah.
He's eating a stick right now.
He
Very
feels
busy.
like this couch is his couch and we are just his props.
And he thinks he's, like 20 pounds
Yes. The world is his oyster and we
as
are
he
his
climbs
shell.
on me. Okay, can
Yeah.
I have my coffee?
Yes.
I feel so.
Now we've discovered
Not
that
having
Willie
my
really
coffee.
likes coffee cups, coffee beanery cups at that. So we're not sure how that's going to go.
Yeah.
Well, until he notices, we
Yeah.
should be fine.
Are you drinking the caramel popcorn today?
I am. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because aren't our other flavors almost gone?
Yeah, I think they are.
All of the Kentucky
regulars
Derby?
are
The
gone.
Kentucky
Yeah.
Some of the
Derby
decafs
ones, yeah.
are gone too.
Yeah.
I was traveling last week and this girl had just a fabulous
Just gonna
hat
knock the
that
cap.
she was
Hi,
she was
Gazillion.
carrying. No,
He
the cup.
sees the cup.
And I asked her if she was going somewhere fancy, and she was going to the Kentucky Derby.
That's so
How
fun.
fun is that?
So,
Yes, you cannot have my cup.
Here's what I laughed about this weekend. We came up with the Kentucky Derby box, and I have never actually watched the Derby. So I watched the Derby this weekend. My husband, I made him get on. I made him bet on the horse I wanted, which was Sandman. Beautiful gray horse that was owned by an influencer, was the favorite to win, but he got the 17th stall, which is cursed. It's a 150-year-old curse. I think it's 150. Any horse that's in the 17th stall doesn't win. Kind of sad. If you pull 17, you're going to lose.
That's
They should change the
I know.
just make it 18 then.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what
Like
I
get
mean?
rid of
Or
the
something.
17 stall, or if it would just know, like it's the curse of the 17 stall.
Well, it'd be really cool though when someone breaks the curse.
Yeah,
Sorry. he
Like,
just
that
hit
would
the
be
camera.
amazing.
yeah, like the Lions curse that got broke this
I don't
last
know
year.
about that.
Oh, the curse of Bobby Layne. Peyton Manning, because like the Lions haven't been to the playoffs since like the 50s, and it was a old quarterback or somebody who put a curse and said you're never going to go to the Super Bowl. So Peyton Manning and Jack Daniels
They
or
did
some other
Sage.
celebrity, they had a bathtub in Ford Field, and they did some kind of ceremony where they broke the curse, and then the Lions went to the playoffs. So I'm just saying they broke the curse.
I was just with somebody this weekend and they actually had someone come, what's the word for it, to their house.
Cleanse, like with sage.
Cleanse their house.
Yeah.
But they did it remotely,
Oh, really?
which is interesting.
What do you
But-
mean? Like
but
nobody actually
then,
had sage in the house?
Well, I don't know. And so then she
Hi,
gave
William.
this thing
Hi.
about who was in the house, like what spirits or whatever.
Yeah.
And she said because she thrifts a lot that she can bring spirits with the stuff from other
creepy.
people's house.
Well, remember when we were in Key West,
I'm
they
like,
had
I have
that
lots of
Robert
spirits
doll that's supposed to be
Mhm.
haunted. And remember, you're not even supposed to take a picture of it. And they had a doll show in Flushing this weekend. And my son just went on a tangent about haunted dolls. And I was like, all right, we watched too many movies.
yeah,
you
it was
know.
interesting.
Deborah says she loves gray
Morning,
horses.
Deborah.
Oh.
It was the prettiest horse. Look up Sandman. And he was named Sandman for Metallica. So, you
Okay.
know, Inner Sandman.
I
So.
don't know that I've really seen a gray horse.
It's
maybe.
beautiful.
I like the like Willie color, those little Palomino.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But my favorite horses are the Clydesdale, the
Mhm.
huge.
Not a
Budweiser
race horse,
horses.
but still pretty.
I like how dramatically he got stuck on your foot, by the way.
Oh,
Like,
he's.
I couldn't possibly move
I just
myself.
bought him a new.
Aw, thank you, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Have a good day,
It
bud.
says Happy
Oh.
Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you. It
Yeah.
is Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some work to do
Yeah. Yes, we do.
with the moms.
Yeah.
And
And we're
I-
busy today. We've got a lot of orders for Mother's Day. So thank you for everybody who
Yes.
placed an order.
I
It's
We're
wrote
such a-
grateful.
so many cards.
Did you?
on
I
Monday.
know. I looked at Britton on Monday and I said, "Oh my gosh, you were so busy."
I think I wrote cards for almost an hour.
you sure did. It was like
Yeah. Oh,
Christmas
wow.
time.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
hey,
I love that people love their moms. So
coffee
much,
makes a great gift. We say that all the time. You know, a
Everybody-
coffee gift basket's a unique gift.
It's just so
Like
hard to balance Mother's Day for you and Mother's Day for your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. When you want to like relax on your day, but then you also have to remember that you have a mother too. I'm grateful to have a mother.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, grateful to have them in our lives. But Saturdays for us, Sundays for them.
Yeah, I ended up getting Grandma Butcher something this
Oh,
year.
nice.
I got
That's
one
a
of those
nice
flower
idea.
letters, but not the mystery one, like
Mhm.
just a World War II romance.
Oh, I bet she'll really
What
like
are
it. They
those?
were
'Cause
really
that-
neat.
That came up for me as an ad yesterday. What is
It's
it?
super cool. I honestly didn't finish it. I have to go through and read it because I'd forget. And I think they come every 2 weeks.
You get one.
So
every
it's
2 weeks
nice
for the
because
whole
it's not
year.
every month. But
Mm.
mine was like you had to like decode messages and
Okay.
stuff. Like it was it was pretty cool, and it was a different kind of world, and
Yeah,
but I made Sedona decode some of the
I feel like
messages because
like-
they were hard.
Yeah.
yeah. The one you did was a little bit harder. This should just be letters, I think.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's so nice to get real mail, like not just junk.
Yeah, well, she's in the nursing home and stuff or senior living.
And she'll share it with her
Yeah.
I
little
figured that'd be
friends. They'll
kinda
probably
nice.
read it together or something.
Jennifer says, "Good morning.
is
Switch
cute.
to this page because it's
Morning.
where the good chat is."
You mean the chat that's completely random and you never
Like
know
when
what
I
we're gonna
have to
say?
write the description, it's like
What did they talk about today?
chat about something.
The funniest thing is if you put the summation in Grok and X,
they're hilarious.
and we see just how scatterbrained our conversations really are, and we're like, oh my god, what's wrong with us?
They make it sound super entertaining though.
yeah,
I'm like, I love Grok. It makes
Yeah.
everything sound so much more
the one
exciting.
that I wasn't here and Logan was here, and I put it in Grok and I'm like reading it, and I had to
Yes,
go
you
get
don't
you
need my
guys and be
coffee.
like, what did you guys talk about? Like,
You
is
don't need
this
my
for
coffee.
real?
Yeah,
No
It
coffee
was.
for
it
you.
was for real.
Yes, Don was
And-
like the hero under the roaster, and I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It made sense at the time. Whatever we said made sense at the time.
That's fun. Good morning, Patty.
Yeah, hey Patti, Jennifer, Deborah.
Can you
hello.
believe this is a puppy? I mean, I don't even know how. I bought him a dog bed and it was a large up to 65 pounds,
know,
but
you're so
he's going to
happy.
be 100 pounds.
100%. I got
I
scolded
know.
today
I got you-
because
I
I
got
was
you
told that we
hyper.
give him too many snacks, but
I mean,
he's getting quality snacks.
McDonald's has the buy one get one breakfast sandwiches, so usually I've been
Yeah.
getting an extra one
Yeah.
just for
Oh, he
him.
got my
He's
burrito
hungry.
I
this
know
morning.
you're too excited now.
Okay.
Hey, too
Be
excited.
nice. Be nice.
Gentle. Gentle.
Be
I got.
nice.
It's my fault. I got you hyper.
And you each have a dog bed in your office now for him. For him
Yes.
to take naps.
Well, because he was
There's
so sad
gentle.
on just
good
my.
boy, gentle.
Yeah.
We're redoing. We're trying to do some spring cleaning here, so we're redoing
Yes.
offices
Yeah.
and we put in flooring that's great for
So
dogs,
much
but it's not very
slobber.
cozy.
No.
That's.
I think when we took out our old
Gentle.
carpet, it was like from 1996
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It was pretty old.
Yeah.
It's in there.
We're frugal like that, but there's definitely time for a little bit of a
So we're
freshening.
kind of going around and freshening and
Mhm.
finishing projects, which I don't know if you guys do at your house, but I do at my house too. It's like you get almost all the way there. So when we built our current house, I told my husband, I'm not moving in until the trim's up. 'Cause I know it will never get up after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
I
don't
want my
finish it.
trim up before we
Most
move
of your
in.
house is finished.
Yeah.
Just that one, really the one
Mhm.
staircase
And no front walkway
and your front walkway. Yeah,
because we never come in the front. So,
sure.
but yeah, that's this year's project, hopefully.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
It's
good at
landscaped
projects.
even. It just doesn't have a walkway. And part of it is I just don't know what I want.
Yeah. You
Because
printed
for
out
the
pictures
whole
a couple
everything.
times. You have
I
some
did. I
ideas.
put some pictures on Kevin's desk.
Mhm.
Like, hey, this would be nice.
Yeah.
Him stalking you from the side.
Uh-huh.
Are you stuck?
He wants to go behind the couch
Yeah.
really bad, but he can't quite figure it out. And
And he
he's
can't fit.
just chilling underneath
Now
my
he's
chair right
stuck.
now. Yeah, when we work out at lunch, he has claimed my yoga mat as his own. So we're gonna try to. We don't know if it's the color he likes or if it's the spot. We're gonna try to mix them up and see
what he
loves.
does. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was interfering with.
He was literally
their
going to do
workout.
something on her stomach and he laid on her.
He did.
Like, okay,
Oh,
I'll
this
stand.
is a nice cushy
Convenient.
spot.
I think we're just a puppy pile, you know. That's what we do.
Do puppy yoga.
Yeah,
It's
for
all good.
sure. Yeah. So what are you guys doing this weekend for Mother's Day? Do you know?
I don't have any plans.
Whatever our husbands decide.
Yeah, Kevin was supposed to invite everybody over to our house because the pool is open.
Nice.
He didn't do that. So
No, but we're going to brunch with my mom. And then I think that's a lot of times we go to brunch with my mom and then have his mom and the other kids, whoever wants to come over later.
Yeah.
I know Sedona bought me something because she's been trying to give it to me for 2 weeks.
Oh, is she one of those? Like, as soon as you get a gift, you want to give it to them? know?
She's like, I bought you something for Mother's Day and your birthday, and I just want to give it to you now because what if you don't like it? I'm like, no, you can wait till the time.
Yeah.
So now she's said, well, your birthday's so close to Mother's Day, and I don't know if you'll be home, so maybe you should just open it all. So
I was like,
love
I
that.
already gave you guys your Mother's Day presents because London was home.
Oh, smart.
So I got us all like matching sweatshirts.
it's super cute.
Oh, cute.
And I wanted her to take them home with her.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, if I give her hers, it's kind of gonna
Yeah.
Ruin it
what's
for
this?
everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, look, you
But
have
I
a
have
dog
your birthday
rest.
present still.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know if I'm going to be here. So London, I always say my youngest daughter, but it's not
Second
really. I
to
mean, I have a
youngest.
younger
Yeah.
daughter. The youngest of the 5 daughter is due May 30th, but they just said maybe she'll be come
wants her
earlier.
up.
He wants it so badly.
We just tried to snatch it.
Yeah. You can't have the cup. We talked about this.
So I'm super excited, but it's weird because it's just so different because you were so close by,
Right.
Yeah.
and she lives in
Like,
Florida.
you literally
Yeah.
picked me up and took me to the hospital
Yeah.
So
with Estelle.
Yeah.
Because remember
I was going. I don't remember this.
Yeah.
I called into work. Well, I called you and said, I'm just not feeling great.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to go to work. I laid down on the couch with a bowl of cereal. I was so excited to eat, and my water broke. And I called you and like, Mom, I think my water broke. And you were coming through Linden to
right.
go to work.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm just going to pick you up. So you took me to the hospital.
Hi.
Mhm.
Hi.
I remember in
you
your
need up
just
here?
not your water broke, but you just weren't yourself that whole
No,
day.
I was here. I was doing
Yeah.
inventory with a guy that worked here, and I was just like, oh, my back.
Well,
my
and
back.
Patty's usually pretty bubbly, and you just
Yeah.
were
No, quiet.
tense, kind of quiet, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh,
It's the day.
Yeah.
I went home and it was like 7:00, and I was like, babe, I think I'm in labor, but I'm not sure. And like an hour later, I'm like, I gotta go to the hospital. Like the whole way, like kicking my legs. I had him by like 12:44, I think.
Yeah.
But that was my second son. My first son was 2 months early.
I was here with Dallas, and I had an
Yeah.
appointment at like noon or something. And so
Mhm.
I made sure to eat on the way. And then I got there and I was like, I think my water might be leaking. And they're like, labor and delivery now.
Yeah.
And
Which
then
is
I had to call and be
dangerous.
like, I'm not
Yeah.
coming back to work.
Yeah.
well,
Mhm.
and I was kind of surprised because her doctor told
Mm.
her that they could do strategies to start softening her cervix and like do inducing labor
That's
kind of,
not your fault.
and I'm like,
That's not your
it's
fault.
not time yet.
No.
Like,
You're
I
weeks
don't know
early.
about that. I'm
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
No, you gotta let that
you're
baby
not.
cook.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna bite my arm.
long
Because
as
it's
you
like
cook, the better.
every week they're born early is like a whole month.
Well,
of
and it's
Yeah.
good because I gave her the
development.
happiest baby on the block. Which, if anybody's having a baby or knows someone who's having a baby, it is the best.
Really?
I mean, it was my 6th baby, and I learned so much
Really?
from that book.
I've
Yeah,
never heard
it's
of
so
it.
good.
Yeah.
And some of it's kind of weird, some evolution weird stuff, but most of it just how people calm babies in other cultures and stuff. It's fascinating. And she said, Mom, I remember in the book, you know what I mean, that's not good because I
Mhm.
do feel like we induced Sedona, and it's like another week probably would have done her some good. I think she was kind of fragile.
Mm. That's
So
interesting.
it is.
I know sometimes we're just really done being pregnant and want to be done.
Well, yeah.
I think we've anybody who's given birth can attest to that.
Well, especially London, because I had the other kids at home, and it's like trying to do daycare. You can't like, hey, here's 4 kids under 5 while I go
Yeah.
have my other baby.
Yeah, no,
So
Yeah.
no. And props to the ladies who do home birth. It is not for me. I need all the drugs.
Yeah.
But I've seen there's an uptick for a while, people like doing that in a pool and
That's a
stuff. And I'm
big-
just like,
There's
it's
so
Oh,
popular
God.
thing to do. I would.
Yeah.
I guess my only concern would be because, and we both had babies that are
yes,
too,
medically
we're-
fragile. Yeah, absolutely.
and it's just I'd want the hospital there.
I'm like, both
Absolutely.
of mine had low white
Yeah,
blood
yours-
cell
oh,
counts
yours
and
were
all that,
scary.
you know?
Absolutely.
So
When they were getting the specialist in for it was Dallas
Mhm.
right away.
Yeah.
So yeah, drugs. Give us the drugs.
All the-
Deborah said, "Amen."
Oh, she hopes to
Guess
swim
what?
in her pool
Yeah.
this weekend. Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Saturday's
Oh.
supposed to be nice.
Is it supposed to be warm enough to swim?
Well, it's heated.
It's heated.
Oh well,
I know. We need to get our.
Sounds like
So
a
Kevin
plan.
was in the hot tub
cleaned
last night. So
Oh,
the hot
nice.
tub's good,
Nice.
and it's really nice and clean
Nugget.
too.
Nice.
So,
Our above ground pool. I mean, hopefully it'll be our third year with this like $150 pool.
Nice.
So I'm hoping
Hoping it keeps lasting for a little
Yeah.
while.
And I gave the
That's
kids
nice.
their Easter gifts yesterday.
the chocolates.
Not that I gave them
No.
the swim toys.
Oh,
Mm.
swim toys.
But I told them that they could choose to either keep them at my house for my pool or bring them for your
Yeah.
pool. And Dallas right away said he wanted to leave his there, and Stella's thinking about
Did
it.
Stella get her
Yeah.
axolotl?
She did.
Did she love
A
it?
pink one. She was.
Oh.
But I don't think she knew what it was, and then she saw its face, and she's like, "Oh, an axolotl!"
Oh,
She
yeah.
and I were on the internet one day and we saw a picture of one and I said, "Oh, it's that. I don't know how to say it." And she's like, "It's an axolotl." I'm like, "Girl, how do you
I
know how
never
to
heard
say
of it.
that?"
She loves them.
I know. And she taught me how to say
all
it.
the kids love them right now.
Yeah.
It's very popular.
The only reason I've ever seen the word is from Squishmallows. I didn't know what they were. I'm like, what is
And
this?
these jelly cats. All the girls that dance had these jelly cat
Mhm.
stuffed animals.
They
Is
sell,
he
they resell
yelling
for
at?
a decent amount too. There's a couple rare ones and they have that jelly cat in New York
Is he
where they
stuck?
like do stuff. No, I don't think so.
He's just
I
crying.
think he's just chilling. He's under my chair.
I think he's just tired.
Okay, well he's crying.
Yeah.
So that sounded hurt.
Yeah, I don't know. She had a tough week at school, so I bought her jelly cat.
Nice.
I've never heard of a jelly cat.
I hadn't heard of them. They're just stuffed animals.
It's a plushy brand basically, and they have like a big store in New York City where you can like buy the pancakes. Crystal went there, and then they like act like they're cooking it with us, and then they wrap it up and then they give it to you. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they've got non-food. Like she just got like good morning, Charles.
Charles.
A bunny, but
Oh, nice.
and it is heartbreaking just to see. We went to a funeral Monday
Of a classmate.
of
right?
a classmate of hers, and to watch she's in 9th grade, watch these kids deal with adult issues
Yeah.
is just she goes to a very small Catholic school,
Yeah.
and a girl passed away suddenly, and her mom used to work here actually.
Yeah.
So we have just different connection points, but watching I don't know that I don't remember having like a close friend classmate that passed away in high school. So it's just a lot for those kids to deal with.
We had a kid when I was in 7th grade that actually died of an asthma attack at school. And
oh my goodness.
I didn't
wow.
actually know him, but it was like we all had grief counselors and everything. And I went, even though I didn't know him, because I mean, you just kind of see your own mortality. And I was probably 12, right, in 7th grade. And you're just like, kids aren't supposed to die. Kids
Right.
aren't supposed to die. And I
Right.
think as a child kind of dealing with that, you really don't know how to grasp that.
You don't. Your mind can't conceptualize
No.
it all for sure.
Very hard to deal
It was
with.
like
So,
we had an epidemic of students pass.
Yeah.
You did with
I remember
drug
that.
overdose.
Yeah.
Overdoses.
Overdoses.
I
which was
remember that
horrible.
when like hearing about that in Fenton, that there were quite a few overdoses and things that happened.
Yeah.
And that was just like, what's happening right
Yeah,
now?
it was, like
You know?
it was just crazy. It's
was
all
quite a
laced
few.
One of the little
with
girls
fentanyl.
wrote something, and it was just like, I didn't realize it'd be the last time I saw you. I didn't realize these plans we had would never come to
Yeah.
fruition. I didn't realize that text would be the last one. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like those are
Hi.
such,
Yeah.
but
Heavy.
heavy emotions.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I know you want
just a lot.
Yeah. I hope prayers to the family of the girl.
Absolutely. And just
That's a lot.
all the, I mean, it's such a community, and it's interesting to watch different people deal with it just in different ways.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Well, even not knowing her, you know, it definitely affects you just knowing that like the family's got to go through this.
It's horrible.
You know,
mhm.
yeah.
That is a horrible thing.
Not a great thing at all.
Yeah. So, but anyway, no Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
It was just it's just watching your child go through just such a life
Yeah.
lesson. Because we're so fortunate. I mean, you've got your grandparents who've
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, my kids have been through. a
your
little
kids
bit.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
They've dealt with it.
some.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Yeah.
been fun.
No.
No.
No, not at all.
William.
No, we've been I mean, my parents, Kevin has his parents, who've got the grandparents.
Yeah. He's just trying to be as naughty as
He
possible.
is. He wants us
fragile.
to get in trouble.
He wants to get in trouble.
Well,
Oh, the cups are over there.
Bye,
He wants these
Charles.
cups. There's
Yeah,
a
so
whole
there's
stack
the
of
box.
there's a
cups.
big
Hey,
stack
leave
of
it.
Coffee Beanery cups, and I think he wants them.
He loves the guy. He was so cute though. He came in the office with a Coffee Beanery cup, and I didn't know about golden retrievers. They have a gentle bite
Yeah,
where they don't smush stuff.
yeah.
So he'll take your hand and lead you around, and he was just holding it so gently, just walking around, so proud of
Yeah.
himself.
They so I think it's a video I maybe sent you guys. It was they crossbred 2 different dogs because they were trying to make the perfect hunting breed, and they did this back in like the 1500s or something. And they bred them that way because of the soft bite to make them like not tear up like the ducks and whatnot when they were hunting.
Oh, have a great
So,
day,
yeah,
Charles.
Bye, Charles. So I don't know, but he always has to have something in his mouth, like
Preferably 2
always.
things.
Yeah, and
He-
if he can fit 3 things in his mouth, even
Yeah.
better.
But I
Very
just
happy.
love it too. He knows when he gets so excited
Yeah.
that he puts a toy in his mouth so he doesn't like bite us.
Yeah.
Like,
He
'cause I think he
tries.
wants to
Yeah.
just like eat us.
He's
Yeah.
like, bite you?
Yeah.
He's
Yum.
like, whoa,
Yeah,
well, I
wait
eat
a
you.
minute.
And it's not a bite; it's just like holding your
just
hand
holding
or
your
your
hand.
arm
Yeah.
in his
It's
mouth.
holding
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's wanting
Oh,
to be a
leave
part
it.
of that.
Don't step on those.
Come here.
You're gonna
Logan,
unplug the
maybe
whole
you should
thing.
come get your dog.
You're gonna unplug the whole thing.
Oh, he's so
Oh
sweet.
no.
Really?
So I saw this video
Hi,
on
pretty boy.
Facebook the other day that has lived in my brain that I have to share. This lady was taking a shower, and she said, "You are not supposed to shower with contacts in." Did you see that? Because
I'm
if you
so freaked out about it.
100%. I can't. And I'm a contact wearer. We talked about this last week. I think I've worn contacts since the 8th grade. I'm a lot past 8th grade now. There's amoebas in the water, and there's something about the contact being on your eye that holds the amoeba in your eye, and it burrowed in. This lady like almost lost her
that's just
eye.
disgusting.
I'm just gonna say though, there is so many contact wearers, and this has happened to like one person.
And one lady, like I went
I
to the
know.
comments because you always
I
go to
know.
the
Don't
comments,
bite
right?
me.
And she's like,
Be
I've been
nice.
wearing contacts for 30
Be
years and
nice.
I've never had this happen. And
Yeah.
one lady's like, I wash my contacts in tap water. And my ophthalmologist or optometrist said it was fine. And she's like, they should be fired immediately. You know?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Horrible.
That's horrible.
And so this lady was from Austin, Texas. And so she said she had to fly to Chicago every 2 weeks for an eye specialist that
Wow.
specialized
That's
in
just
this.
disgusting.
The pictures, you
I
guys.
will
she put
say though,
pictures up.
since I've seen that, I've been not showering with my contacts.
Okay, I've been showering with my contacts.
But you wear them for all the time.
Yeah.
There you go.
I still shower with my contacts, and I'm just like the whole time I'm in the shower. I'm like, water doesn't really get my eyes. Water doesn't really get my eyes.
As you're staring at
I
it.
choose to live dangerously.
Oh my
To see-
gosh.
Choose to
That
see it
is
in
the
the
only
shower,
problem. Like if I need
yes.
to shave my legs or something, you have no choice but to wear your
Well,
contacts.
and like I said last week, I'm legally blind without my contacts, -5.5 and -5. So like I like
I
literally.
choose not to wear contacts because I
Yeah.
don't need that in my life.
Yeah.
I like everybody to have a pleasant filter. If you're around me, I think you are young, and it's like Snapchat filter on my eyes.
When she tells you you're
looks
so
beautiful.
pretty, she doesn't really see you.
Everybody's so beautiful.
She
Everybody looks
got,
nice.
Including myself when I look in the mirror. Apparently, I'm saying that.
she got glasses and she put them on and she's like, everything's in 3D. I don't like
can't
this.
stand it.
Yeah.
It seems like everything's on top of me when I have glasses on. I don't like it at all. I like everyone to be little fuzzy.
It's funny. I was
Ooh.
telling the eye
You live
doctor
dangerously.
about
I wear them to
that
drive.
Yeah.
I do
When
wear
You do
my
wear 'em to
glasses
drive.
when Jason went,
No.
and he said that he had like an elderly woman
Yeah.
and her prescription, she hadn't gotten her prescription done in a long time and it had changed a lot, and she was super upset by it, and so they actually had to make her glasses like blurrier
Oh wow.
and step her up into it over the next couple of years
Man.
because it was too upsetting.
Well, it seems like it'd even make your eyes worse to be like trying because your eyes are trying to focus.
It's what she wanted.
Yeah. Man.
Well, my eyes are just this way. My prescription hasn't changed in forever. It's just the shape of my eyes, and that's what the optometrist told me. It's like your sight's not ever going to get worse or better or whatever. It's just the shape of your eyes. They're too long or whatever they
I
are,
have great
and
grape shaped
and
eyes.
so
Interesting.
it just is what
You
it
might
is.
too.
Okay.
He told me if I
Interesting.
ever get hit really hard, my eyes will probably pop out.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Hey,
gosh!
we had that happen to a lady when I worked at the chiropractor's office. He adjusted her and her eye popped out, and she kind of already had like, do you know how some people have like the bulbous kind of eyes?
Oh, yeah.
She
I
had
don't
eyes
like
like that. And I'll never forget it because the EMTs came and they taped a cup over her eye to take her out. But it was just like, oh, geez.
I call those pig eyes. I don't know why, but I always have called them.
Pug eyes, maybe? Piggy
I
eyes?
always call them pig eyes. Because
Well, pig eyes are supposed to be like small and further
I don't
apart.
know.
But yeah. My husband wears glasses and never contacts. And for the first year we were dating, he never had glasses. He got them eventually. And I was just like, you've been driving around for a year and you need glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny, Jen.
I used to only wear my glasses like when I drove somewhere I didn't know, like if we're going on trips and stuff. But I'm more responsible now. Although I did just pass my DMV test without glasses.
Yeah.
I guessed.
Do you even know your
well.
prescription?
80/60.
You just guessed. When you did
just
this,
made
that was
this
a total
up.
guess. You can't
probably
BS
like a
us. We know you're
negative
full of
something.
it.
Oh, I have no idea.
He clearly isn't as bad as I'm like you. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not good.
Mine, yeah. And I've been told before, like, you're legally
Do you, like,
blind.
have
If
it
you
in
didn't
your
have
phone
contacts
somehow?
or correction,
No.
you'd be legally blind.
Oh.
So maybe I'd get it
I'd
done.
be curious to know what your prescription is to know if my eyes are going to keep getting worse.
Yeah.
My eyes haven't changed. I told he wants to give me an eye exam all the time, Peter. I love you, Peter. And he wants to charge me like $150. And I said, Peter, I will pay this if my thing changed. If it didn't change, I'm not paying it.
Oh
And it doesn't change.
Oh.
And he just wants to give me the eye exam.
There's
We're probably wants to make sure I'm healthy, because you can really read a lot in your eyes too. But I went to him because I'm like, my eyes are hurting so bad, like maybe like 4 years ago.
-10.
Wow.
Whoa. I think
Oh,
your glasses and your prescription are the same.
Hey, Jennifer, do you know how high up you can go? Because I thought at one point it was -12, and I think now they're like in the -20s. Like they keep like developing more. And I'm just like, how do you put that Coke bottle on your eye? But tell me more if you know, or somebody Google it. Tell me what's the highest prescription you can do in a contact.
Wild.
I thought
That's
it
what
was
I
like
know.
20/20 was good vision, and I was 20/60 and 20/80. That's what it is.
Mom, that's not
That's
how they
not-
do your prescription.
No, but that's like how my eyesight was. Is it a real thing?
I don't know. You Google that.
I don't know.
There's a guy who is blind on Facebook. I watch his videos. He's got a seeing eye dog named Mr. Maples. And it's really interesting because he'll show you how he gets around town and everything with his seeing eye dog. And I don't know, it's just kind of fascinating.
See, I'm not legally
really
blind.
bad. You mean -1 or
20/80 vision
-10?
means a child sees at 20 feet what a person with
'Cause
normal vision sees at 80 feet.
Keyword child.
-10 is like way past legally blind because that's double your prescription.
Yeah.
So 20/80 is not bad. It's
Yeah.
considered below normal and warrants further evaluation.
Yeah.
It's not bad in the sense of being legally, it just is not as sharp as it should be for their age.
Oh.
So maybe 20/80 at my age is fabulous. Let's
think-
do it for an adult.
I think that you're incorrect on your prescription.
Yes, that's who he is, Jennifer. Isn't he great to watch? He brings me joy. The guy with Mr.
I
Maples.
think you should call Peter and see what
Yeah.
your prescription is. Because I want to know how bad my eyes are going to get. Or mine are worse than yours already.
Jen, there was this is really sad. There was
it's an average visual impairment.
is that what that is?
Oh, it's 0.25.
That's not right. You wouldn't have your glasses like you do if it was 0.25.
There was a story, I think about 3
I
months
think
ago.
I'm barely blind.
Yeah, that's what you think. That's what you think.
Yeah.
Not
See,
the truth.
look at 2200's bad. I'm 20/80.
You're not 20/80. I'm calling Peter.
So
Does HIPAA
well,
apply
Peter did
to,
tell me because I
yeah.
said my eyes hurt, like really hurt. Like I
Mhm.
threw away my makeup 3 times. I thought I had something, and then he just said, "Oh, Laurie, I forget how old you are." He's like, "I thought you were a lot younger than us." He's like, "You are menopausal and don't have enough estrogen."
That's
and it
crazy.
did help your eye though when your eye
Oh
hurt.
yeah, when I as long as I have estrogen, my eyes
Yeah.
are fine.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought so too. Were
You
she still
can't
talking
see at
about
night,
yeah.
Mom.
She can't see at all. That's what I'm wondering. I really do want to know your prescription though. Like
I don't think it's that bad.
we're gonna call and we're gonna get it.
I think it's just fine. I passed the DMV test. She's like, keep going on the second line. I'm like, okay.
Keep going.
But
In
they
other
didn't
words,
make
you're
you
not
close
quite
an
right.
eye. You got to use both eyes,
Okay.
which great.
Fantastic for you.
One eye I probably couldn't see at all. The other one was, oh yeah, this one's not great. Oh my gosh, that one's not great at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
can you read any of that?
this
on the
one's
screen?
good. I
Hmm.
can almost read stuff. This one,
You can almost read
not.
stuff. Without my contacts, I couldn't
Oh,
even
wow.
see the TV.
No,
Not a
at all.
shot. And
I can't
Not at
believe
all. Not
how
a shot in
worse
anything.
this eye is.
I would not be able to drive without my contacts for sure.
But together, no problem.
Oh, I'm glad that both of your eyes are
Works.
working.
Works great.
Glad that we're good there.
We're good.
oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Jennifer remembers the guy, Matthew was his husband, the guy with the seeing eye dog.
I
Oh,
feel
Matthew, have you seen his videos?
I don't know.
Mhm.
Probably, but I can't think of it.
Have you seen the girl from Love, Abby from Love?
Oh,
is
I
Suspect?
just
Her little
adore her.
Instagram stuff. She's so
No.
cute.
But I did finally watch. I watched the first season of it. I don't
Okay.
like reality TV, but I did. I
Oh,
did
I
like
love
that.
reality
I thought that
TV.
was.
I mean,
cute.
I'm on
I
the
love it.
Valley
She
right
had her
now.
little she had her stuffed animals, and her mom was like, "Okay, I thought you kind of said you were too grown up for stuffed animals," and she's like, "I really need to bring them with me," and she's like, "So you're gonna put all those in a bag?" She's like, "In a backpack," and she's like, "Okay, well." So you said you were triggered, and she's like, "Yes, I'm triggered." She's like, so my favorite possessions got moved around, and I took my doll's hair down and brushed it, and I'm just having a hard time with change. So I need to bring my stuffed animal. And she's like, "Okay, now I understand. Like
That's
those are
adorable.
big changes in your life."
Yeah.
So she's just cute.
I know.
That is funny. I know when they did the one scene when they like talked about them moving in together, but having their own bedrooms because they don't like they both don't like their own stuff moved.
Yes,
Like so they're like, but we don't really want to share room,
So,
yeah.
It was
for
cute.
sure.
No, I love that show because I just
Matthew
I
and
love the
Paul, that sounds
bluntness
so familiar.
of them, of just like, nope, I don't like this. Like, this guy doesn't like aggressive birds, and you know,
Oh, the things they
Yeah.
say,
Oh,
the
yeah.
most random
Yeah.
things
Dating
that they don't
profile.
like.
yeah, 'cause
Yes.
I was watching it when I was off, and then I would text them like, you guys, I don't like aggressive birds.
I like unicorns and sushi, and I
Yeah.
don't like people walking across the crosswalk slow. I mean,
Yes.
it's just the
And
most
I'm like,
random
I don't
stuff.
like those things either.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I get that.
But is that what you'd pull out of a hat if you had to pull something out?
Honestly,
It's funny. It'd be like 280th on my list.
I don't know.
But it's their thing.
I feel like I have a list of grievances.
so.
They could just pull the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
They're,
Yeah.
You know.
Like, tell me all the things that you hate. Now let's
Pick
do
a
two.
most ridiculous
I
thing.
love it.
Like, and what happened to you that aggressive birds is what you come up with is the
mean,
things
they
that
are
you hate.
I mean, I would probably have that on my top
You mean
20.
like when we were eating lunch and the birds swooped down at us?
No, not good.
Mhm.
Not good
Inside.
at all.
Birds
I
don't
will
belong outside.
So totally off topic, but I love my phone case. Did you ever
That's
get
on
a phone
topic.
case and you just love a phone case?
Tell them what brand it is. You can give them a
It
plug.
is. It's carved.com. And I know somebody told me it's not real, but it really is.
It
It's
is
real
real.
wood
Yeah.
and epoxy, and everyone's different. And then the coolest thing, I was in bed and the green in here lights up.
It glows in
must
the
be
dark.
glow in the dark.
Yeah.
But I do love. I
They
just
make phone
love it.
cases out of like old wood. And what's really funny is she sent me a video. I said, "Oh my god, this has been on my like marketing for weeks." And what I
Their
think
marketing
is funny,
great because it
is-
shows you the process of
Yeah.
it, which I thought is really cool.
Yeah, I thought so too. But what I thought was funny is that we're getting targeted with the same ads. Like we
Mhm.
all will usually get the same and I'm like, why?
Have you gotten those
Yeah.
handmade purses then too?
No,
Because
okay, I haven't gotten
now
those,
they're
but
showing this guy hand making these purses, and they're like, "There's only 2 left."
I get videos of people who restore purses, but not that. But now that
Oh,
you've
yeah.
said it and
Oh,
my
it's
phone is
going
right
to
here
now.
listening, I'm definitely getting those.
I totally bought it. It was
Yeah.
such a pretty limited edition color.
Yeah, and they probably had 20.
And then
They're probably mass
and then you
produced.
see all my
Yeah.
stuff that I just cleaned out of my closet, and they're like, "Girl, why are you shopping?"
I love that. Or you should make. You know what? You just cleaned out your closet.
I
You
had
made
Logan
space.
like give it to
Yeah.
to get all the stuff out of my car, and he's like,
Yeah.
"And you still have a full closet? How is this?"
It's kind of crazy.
When I was carrying them in yesterday, I was like, "Oh my god, they're so heavy."
They were so heavy, but I did fold them all.
You
in
did.
there.
One
So-
bag had 37 pieces.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, if we have 37 times 7, this is a nice.
Yeah, some are more and some are less, because you can see I went through my closet because my closet's organized by type and by color.
Uh-huh.
So when I was folding, it was like, oh, green t-shirts,
100%.
whatever
I
t-shirts, and
100%
then
noticed
sweaters
that.
and jackets, and
Yes, 100% noticed that, and I giggled and I said, "This is my friend." because my closet is set up like that
My
too.
closet is too,
Yeah.
and all
It
my
makes so
closet. Like
much
I can't even.
sense.
Jason can't put away his own hang up clothes
Mhm.
because they have to get put away that way, or he messes the whole thing.
It is
Yeah.
like tank tops,
Yeah.
short sleeve, long sleeve, like everything. And it was funny because Kevin said to me, he's like, you should probably organize your closet by like occasion. I'm like, yeah, I've got my work clothes, my go out clothes, my
Yeah.
vacation clothes, my
Yeah.
it's like I
Yeah.
do.
And then by
organize it
color.
that.
Yeah. It makes sense.
And then color and type
Yeah.
inside of those.
Exactly.
Mhm.
What I laughed about though is that so many of the clothes that you have, I could tell which ones were Stitch Fix. And then I
Mhm.
laughed because I'm like, I wonder what year she got this top, because they just sent me from Stitch Fix the same top but in green that you had in black. And then I said, I also had this top here, and it was like 3 pieces. I'm like, I have the exact same outfits in different colors. And it made me laugh because I'm like, they're just recycling colors.
Well,
and
a
giving
lot of
us the
times when
same
you go
stuff.
on there, no, there's 3 colors available or
Yeah.
whatever too. But yeah, because they do all those special things. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like, well, I must have liked it when I got it from Stitch Fix or when I kept it. Although sometimes I keep it because it's cheaper.
You get the discount.
Yeah.
Yeah. To keep
And
it.
now you can get like 7 items at Stitch
Oh, yeah,
Fix
I
or
saw
whatever.
that. Yeah.
So I don't
They
know.
usually do. I usually do pretty well by them. You know?
I've done Stitch Fix for probably 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And it does. I like the quality of most of their stuff, and I like they pick stuff out I wouldn't try on.
Yeah, that's the good thing. Because if I go to the store, I'm usually just buying like.
And then
boring
I shop
stuff.
at Sam's Club and TJ, and
Mhm.
then I shop at Nordstrom. It's like I don't really have a.
Yeah. You're not like,
Whatever.
oh, I only shop here. You shop a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah, and now it's like my whole travel wardrobe for Scotland, which I have way too much. I have like probably 80 things for 16 days,
And you can only have
and
a
I
small
can only
bag.
pack like 15 of them.
Yeah. Hey, when it comes time, you'll have a lot of things to choose from to decide what you're going to
I'm
get.
gonna mail a box.
And you
there.
found your comfortable
I know.
shoes that you like.
Well, I got some stuff from Shine or whatever it's
Shein?
called, Sheen. And I mean, it was like $4. So if I throw it away, I won't feel bad.
I wonder though, because I saw somebody trying to shop on Temu the other day, and they're like, the shipping is $98.
Well, they just passed that new thing, so that shouldn't.
yeah.
Anything under 800 doesn't have tariffs.
Yeah, I
So
thought that
No,
was
it does.
interesting.
That ended.
It says it ended on May 2nd. I
Right.
thought.
I thought they just passed a new executive
no,
order.
it was
for
that it ended. I didn't
Mm.
see the one you sent us.
The
was
one
that
I
it
sent
ended.
you.
Oh, okay.
It ended May 2nd.
Okay.
Oh, I thought because they're like,
That
oh, don't worry about it,
exemption.
because now they're
There
Well,
might
how
be
do
a
you
new
find
one.
out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who
But I mean,
knows?
honestly, I try not to shop from those places anyway. It just, when I was doing this fashion consultant,
Yeah.
a picture came up and that's where the jacket was from. And then I went down the rabbit hole.
Isn't that
Sure.
funny? A fashion consultant picked you out something from Shein, and they were probably going to charge you
Actually,
$98
they
for it?
didn't park it out.
Oh.
I went on this fashion consultant thing, which you were paying for, first of all. And then they said, well, give us an inspiration picture. And they were only going to outfit one outfit for you.
What?
And I'm like, okay, I kind of thought this was a little different. And then I'm like, okay, so I gave an inspiration picture. And then it took her like 20 minutes. And she gave me back a picture with outfits with stuff where to buy it. And it was nothing like it. And it was like a $585 outfit. So I'm like, $585. But that was from Halara and stuff. The purse was like $420
Of
of it.
course.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
you're just so weird. And I emailed them. I'm like, you just spent 45 minutes. I spent 45 minutes of my time and I could have found an outfit. Like I literally found an outfit and could have bought it
Yeah.
within a minute of looking.
Right.
And now I paid you just to waste my
With
time.
Google image search, I can
Well,
figure
I
that
just-
out.
So yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is not. They're like, we're so sorry. Can you blah, blah, blah. We'll give you a free blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and you're going to do one outfit? Like,
Yeah. No, thank you.
okay, one outfit a month you get for them to style?
That's kind of crazy.
It just was
Yeah.
crazy. I'm like, okay.
Some of the subscription boxes get interesting,
But wasn't he at that? Then they give you the links and you just bought them.
Oh, yeah.
But I can do that myself.
So it sounds like they have an AI program that just
Probably,
searches the
yeah.
internet for you. And hey, I can use AI too.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
You'd probably be better off doing that, putting an inspiration pic. And being
I
like,
was using
do this.
AI. I was trying to find a sealer for a painted floor. And so I put it in AI to see like, what's the best? And it's really interesting to see because it will give you a summation and then like
Yeah.
recommend like 4 or 5 products.
Mhm.
So then I'd go and look them up to see if they were really what I wanted.
Mhm.
And I mean, I put out a sealer from it. So
Okay.
yeah, it is. I know we
Interesting.
talk about AI all the time, but it is interesting. Like,
If you haven't used it,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so easy. Brett sent me a letter. He's like, I wrote this in AI. How does it sound? I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
Sometimes for me, it just polishes it. And because I'm so blunt and to the point, sometimes it gives me those softer edges that I need. Because I'll actually write a really kind email, or sometimes on social media when somebody says something and you're just like, wow,
How do I respond?
How do
Yeah.
I respond to this? And did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, sir?
And the more information you give it, the more personalized it is.
Yeah.
Because if I write something and put more personalized things in it, then it does it. So the more
Yeah.
information you can give it, the better the outcome will be as well.
Yeah. And I like to switch back and forth between Gemini and chat and just kind of get like a little bit different of a variation.
I love
Pretty much
Gemini,
exclusive
but
to
Grok is the best
Oh, yeah.
by far.
I used
I
Grok
asked
yesterday.
Grok why it's better than Chat GP.
And what did
It was
say?
really interesting. It said it's not comparable.
Really?
It said it's so much better because of all these things that it does.
I asked it something one time and it gave me a really biased answer, and I called it out on it.
I've done that.
Yeah, and I'm like, this sounds a little bit like you're not being, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me come back at this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know,
I've
Don't
called
just-
it out for that
Yeah.
before too.
it is really interesting how that works.
And that's, I think, people have to realize, do you know what I mean? That it's spitting out information. There's no human brain that it's going through to make it.
I was talking to a franchisee yesterday, though. He's opening a new store, and we were talking about chat, and we were laughing. He said, I always tell it, please. I said, I do too. And he said he does it because if the robots rise up one day, he wants them to remember that he said, please. I said, I do that
Did
too.
you know that
Oh
they're
my
having
gosh.
problems with AI, and people being polite to AI is costing them billions
No,
of dollars?
why? Tell me.
Because it's extra processing power to process you saying please, thank you, whatever back to it.
That's
So they're
funny.
actually trying to figure out how to like cut it out of the
Listen,
code.
we're all just trying to get the robots on our side, okay?
Yeah, because I tell it thank you or good job. Or
Yeah.
I give it affirmations also.
I do not.
I was driving in my car the other day, and like, I'll do like Google, do this because you can push the button on your
Yeah.
thing. And I said something like, oh, I love you to somebody in the car or something, or maybe to the response like, thanks, I love you too, or I'm glad you
Yeah.
think I'm doing a good job. I'm like, I actually wasn't talking to you, but okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Jason told Google thanks, sweetheart, the other day. And she came back with some response. It was so funny.
Okay, but I
Oh,
get
that's
mad
cute.
at Alexa. Alexa, I'm like, you are not helpful, girl. That is not what I
We
asked
switched
for.
everything over to Google.
I
Alexa they did something weird with privacy
Yeah.
where they can like sell all your data and you like can't turn it off or something weird.
Yeah. And I always hear that Alexa's listening on your conversations at
Mhm.
home. Because she asked me what my news source was that I wanted my news from. And I said, I feel like this is how I answer this might really bias you,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah. And I had to pick from 3 sources. And I was like, nope, you're not trapping
All of
me,
them.
Alexa.
All of them.
Yeah, I said, you're not trapping me.
Yeah. Yeah, we
I talk
got
back
rid
to
of
her.
all of our Amazon.
Well, I don't know how it
devices.
works. So like then
Mhm.
all of a sudden, I think when it starts ringing around the color goes around the outside, like they're listening
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, they sure do.
And then
I
she
have a son named
started
Alex.
responding
Yeah.
to me saying something, and I said, "I'm not talking to you."
Yeah.
She's like, "Okay, goodbye."
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, and then a lot of our light switches are smart switches, so they're connected to
Yeah,
Google.
to listen.
So, we're like, hey, Google, turn the kitchen lights on, or,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Always interesting how that works. They said
Yeah.
that the Alexa was not doing or not earning them money though, because they had set it up to be like, hey, Alexa, reorder dog food or do this. And people weren't using it for that. They were
No.
more doing it for music. And,
Yeah,
so
because
it was actually
As an
costing them a lot of
information.
money to
Okay.
have the Alexas. And
Mhm.
they were trying to restructure it to make it where they could be
So what's a
profitable.
is a Siri?
Yeah, you've got Siri and Apple phones.
you can do Google.
Is
though.
it turned off? I wonder.
I don't know.
Because maybe I would
say, hey,
know.
Siri.
Hey
Yeah.
Siri.
I always tell, but
Hey,
see,
Google.
Alexa makes me mad, Deborah.
They're
I always
off.
get an attitude
Okay.
with her, and then I'm like, ugh. Like, Alexa, I didn't say that.
Oh, here you
Listen
go.
to me, Alexa.
I was like,
Siri.
I didn't set up Siri.
Allow Siri
Yeah.
when locked. No, I don't want Siri. Turn off Siri.
And we have to say, hey, Google.
Okay.
I don't think your Siri's actually set up.
I'm not sure.
It
if
does
that's
because
what
this thing goes
Oh.
around the outside.
Okay, so
Oh.
it was locked when you said it. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, allow Siri when no, I don't allow it when it's
Isn't
locked.
Tom Cruise
Oh,
and
and you
Katie
get to
Holmes'
pick the
daughter named
voice.
Siri?
Yeah, remember I
Ooh.
went through the
The
voice.
colours of the sky fade with the setting sun.
There's her
As the
voice.
stars begin to shine through the clear
Yeah.
night. The colours of the sky
But
fade with
look,
the
you can do like so. Go
The
to
colours of the sky fade. The colours of the sky fade.
The colors of this.
The colours of the sky.
The colors of the sky.
The colours of the sky.
So you
Oh
can
my
do like
God.
Oh,
within.
As the
interesting.
stars
that.
begin to shine through the
Jennifer
We're a
says
Google
we're a
House.
Google House, and my kids are using it against me. They'll ask me something borderline too old for them to discuss, and I'll tell them I'm not going to tell them. And next thing they're asking
Yeah.
Google.
Yeah.
Oh, smart kids.
My kids ask the
That's
weather.
funny.
They ask Google all
Well,
sorts
yeah, but
of
what are
stuff.
your kids called? They're called something different.
Not those were our Alexa devices that we got rid
you
of.
got rid of because
Yeah.
were they sad? Because I was like their
Well,
friend.
we replaced them with a Google device.
Oh, okay.
And we printed them
Because they
special at
talked to them
homes.
like
Oh,
they were
cute.
people.
Yeah, they still talk. Ziggy and Alexa.
I
were
didn't know
there.
this.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, they woke them up. They tell them the weather. They
So,
like
yeah.
We set up routines, and the Google ones do the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm like, it's so smart. They wake them up, tell them they can't get out of the room yet.
Yeah.
It's not time to
Alexa.
really
Anytime
wake
when
up.
I'm on the
That's
phone with my
so
mom, I
funny.
always hear her caregiver yelling in the background, Alexa, stop.
That's so funny. Our Alexas would respond to things they weren't supposed to a lot. The Google doesn't really ever do that.
Have you guys ever been driving, listening to your audiobook, and they say Google in the
Yes.
car, and then your Google hears it and it won't get past it?
Yeah.
Happens all the time. And I'm like, it's the audiobook, Google. Stop listening to
Yeah.
it.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I-
don't listen to it.
Yeah,
I
you
think
have
it
to like
just
go forward
starts
a
on
little
its
bit.
own, or like they say something, but it's not even Google. It's just
Yeah.
close enough.
I've
Yeah,
never done that.
it's
Thank
pretty funny.
goodness.
You know, it's just
Although
the
my Bible did
technology
start
and-
reading to me, and I was at church, and it's really quiet, and I turned my Bible thing on, and I couldn't get it to go backwards, and I pushed this little button, and all of a sudden
Like the app?
like out reading it
Playing your
out
Bible
loud.
out loud in church.
And I'm
Oh my
just like the girl next to me just laughed. I'm just
So maybe this was
Stop.
the verse
Stop.
the pastor should have been reading.
I've done that though. I've gone places and like my book started playing in my
Oh.
pocket. And I
Uh,
didn't even, sometimes I don't even realize it. Then you get in a quiet place and you're like,
I'm always flipping it off. Like it's app's closed.
Logan sent me a video about when my dirty audiobook plays in public, and then it's just like the most raunchous stuff. And I'm always like,
They had one that connected to the husband's car. He's
Yes.
just like,
when my husband and kids will go to the park, and I'm like, I'm gonna stay home and get work done, listen to my audiobook. I'm like, why did it cut out? I'm like, oh God, why did it cut out?
did you hear
Not
that?
right
Who's
now.
listening to
The
it?
one lady who was like at her home cleaning all
Yes.
day and it was on the outside.
Oh, the outdoor speakers. Yeah, and her friends, neighbors, her
All
pool party.
day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
I guess it has been 50 minutes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
I-
forever.
I like how if Bill's not here though, somebody else
So
has to
he
come in.
was
Patty.
Talking.
Patty stepped up. She's like, have a good
Bill
week.
sent Patty a private message and said, "Hey, can you tag in and tell him to
Those
shut up
girls.
this week?"
Well, everybody have a wonderful Mother's Day.
Yes.
And if you don't have your mom, because a lot of people don't, big hugs to you too. Because I'm not looking forward to that day.
No.
I can't imagine.
Not at
So,
all.
but celebrate with your families, and we will see you next week.
Bye.